Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tassos, and as you can see, uh, I'm wearing my other Jaws t-shirt, and I feel like for this video it is very appropriate because we're gonna be doing a movie-related thing. We're not gonna be talking about the movie itself, Jaws, which is one of my top favorite movies of all time, but we're gonna be talking about something that happened in Greece in 1973. That's something that happened on July 3rd of 1973. And before we get into that, I'd like you to watch Dan the Film Gent's videos, his channel. You have to visit his channel. He has lots of Jaws related content in there. He likes traveling. He's a huge Miami Heat fan, so if you like basketball, he also has you covered. And he likes watching Marvel movies and DC stuff. So I really think that you should be watching his videos. He's really calm and collected when it comes to reviews. I really love that thing about him. He's never insulting anyone. He's very, very nice. He's a very nice guy, and I think you should watch his channel. I'll try and ask for his permission to tag his channel on mine because I'm kind of wimpy in these kind of things. I don't know exactly how that should be working. I don't really think it's a nice thing to do. Just tag other people's channels under your channel. I would feel much more confident if I was that big channel with over 20,000 subscribers, but I just can't do it right now the way it is. And having said that about Dan, I'd like you to check out that other channel that unfortunately also I can't tag this channel. This is already a big channel. It's in Greek, but it has English subtitles, and I think you should watch those videos out of this channel. The channel's name is Sharks in Greece. I think you should watch that. This guy that does these videos knows exactly what he's talking about 100%. You would love this guy. You would love to see this guy and listen to what he has to say. And it's because of one of his videos that I actually got inspired into making this one, because the photo that I'm going to be showing you right now, I don't know, is this way or that way, this way, is a photo I've been having on my phone for more than 7 years. And actually I had it on my previous phone, and then I got it transferred to my second smartphone. Yeah, but one of the very first photographs I just downloaded from the web was of this huge great white shark that you see right there on the picture, that picture that you're looking at right now. And I would use this photo to just scare the bejesus out of my friends and colleagues when the time came to just drop this subject on the table. Are there great white sharks in Greek waters? And I would be like, of course there are. And they would argue that. They would be like, come on, yeah, they're not great white sharks in our waters. And I would be like, yeah, what's that? And they would be in disbelief. They would be losing their shit. You would see the horror in their eyes. And of course I do that stuff because I'm kind of a person that likes teasing other people's and invoking that kind of reaction on another person. Anyway, it doesn't matter really. What really matters is that I've been having that photo in my phone since way before the very first quarantine. And the funny thing is, I watched this guy's video, Sharks in Greece, and he made a specific video about that specific shark on that specific picture. And I'm gonna tell you everything about this photo that you're looking at. It's impressive, you can tell. This is freaking scary. This is a great white shark that was caught in fishermen's nets in 1973, in July 3rd, on July 3rd of 1973. He was brought alive onto the beach, and he was lifted by a bulldozer, as you can see. And the bulldozer itself is smaller than the fish. That is freaking scary. So apparently what happened on the 3rd of July in 1973, according to an interview that is also posted in that video of that channel I just mentioned before, Sharks in Greece. Again, you have to check this guy out. There's this interview right in this video of an old man that was actually there at the time. He was 17 at the time when that happened, and this huge great white shark got entangled on fishermen's nets that were attempting to catch swordfish at the time. So this monstrous shark was caught, was entangled in these guys' nets, and was brought back to shore. And as you can see, a bulldozer was lifting it up, and still parts of its tail was kind of folded and still on the ground in a weird angle. So you can tell just by looking at this photo that this fish was massive. Now, if we take into consideration that really nice old man's report, if we take like 100% as he says to be true, which again I have no reason to doubt what he says, but keep in mind, really measuring that kind of fish even on land is really hard. Not to mention, not many people know exactly the right way to do that. If we take into account what he says, though, that shark was over 7 meters long, was 7.5 meters long, and that's roughly 25 feet, and it weighed over 2 tons, 2.5 tons. So that's straight out of a Jaws movie, straight out of the Jaws movie. It even almost sounds as if Quint himself making that line 25, 3 tons of them. And yeah, it's not 3 tons of them, but that's really darn close. That's as close as you can get to the real life Bruce. And you know, that's scary. Of course, again, it's really hard to know if that were the exact that was the exact size or weight of this magnificent animal, but as you can see in the picture, that is bigger than the bulldozer that is lifting it. There are actual people like right next to it, and it is huge. It is massive. So yeah, that was the real life Jaws that was caught in Greece, in Greek waters. And for all these people that are just, you know, keep saying that, you know, yeah, we don't have that kind of fish in the Mediterranean. We do. And that specific shark, its corpse was caught up, and they took out of its stomach a can of oil and a horse with its pedals still on. And I don't know why they would make that remark on there, but I don't know how that would happen. But still, having a horse inside its stomach sounds scary as hell. So yeah, that was the real life Jaws that was caught in Greece. Again, I don't know if these measurements are to be taken like as 100% true, but you know, judging by the photo, this is a really massive animal. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. I wanted to make this for quite a while. I got inspired by Sharks in Greece into wanting more to talk about that photo, but I didn't even have that specific info that I saw in that video. So again, if you're watching this, just go ahead and subscribe in Sharks in Greece, because you know, I won't be able to tag this guy's channel there, but again, you have to watch it. There are English subtitles there. You have no reason why not to go there and take a look at what he has to say about these magnificent animals. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I didn't get you too scared into going into the water. And as for me, I'll see you next time, hopefully playing video games again. Have a good one.